Welcome, everybody. The NFL offseason is here, which means it's time to look forward to the NFL Draft. I'm Joe at the Game House. Today we'll be doing a Detroit Lions 2024 NFL Mock Draft. The Detroit Lions are up in our 2024 NFL Mock Draft series here at the Game House. As a reminder, we'll be using the NFL Mock Draft Database Simulator to go through this. They mesh all the big boards from around the internet together for their big board, which makes it maybe more realistic than just going to a certain site's simulator. We'll also be declining all trades to keep it more realistic as well. Let's get it started here. The Lions, really good season, made the NFC Championship game. We're up in the NFC Championship game, but fell a little bit short at the end. So some places to improve for this upcoming offseason. Got some interesting players still on the board. Brock Bowers, would be a steal here, but you just got Sam Laporta, so you're not going that way. I could see taking in the trenches Byron Murphy. I could say holding up the trenches again with Graham Barton. I would love to see a corner here worth taking. Kamari Lassiter could be the pick, unless I'm missing someone. It's maybe a little bit early for him, but at the end of the day, they really need to help that secondary, and I think they'll like him as a player out of Georgia. That they want a tough physical corner. I think he can provide that. So we'll go with Kamari Lassiter. Maybe a little bit of a reach. Maybe they trade down a little bit, but I think that could be a pick they make. Next one up, let's go Rook Orororo out of Clemson. Going to be a guy who I don't know if he'll ever be a star at the NFL level, but I think he can fulfill a pretty good role. And I think if you're getting him at pick 61, can really help the physicality of this defense. Now at pick number 73, Adisa Isaac on the edge could be the move. Let's go Malachi Corley. Let's see if he can add something into this offense. Now, Jameson Williams has stepped up at the end of last year. We saw that reverse in the NFC Championship game. But Malachi Corley is more of a run after the catch guy. I think he could add to this defense in a different way. Now, Kalen Bullock would be a good pick for this secondary in that they might want a safety, but he doesn't tackle very well. So I can't see him being a fit in this Detroit defense. Let's go Jaden Hicks, who might be more of a fit for Detroit at the back end of that defense. You got to shore up that secondary if you're going to be playing in big games down the road. So we'll take Jaden Hicks there. And then we have guys, the rest of the draft, that'll be more special teams guys trying to be developmental guys, trying to make the roster later on. Pick 163, 207, and 247. All right, let's make sure we have some depth on the offensive line. Let's go Bo Limmer out of Arkansas. Could play center or guard at the next level. I did like what I saw out of him out of SEC the last several years. I think he could be a guy who starts a center down the line in his career. So if you have injuries or something, I think he can step in center or guard. I think he can start eventually. Let's get some more of the cornerbacks. Let's go Nehemiah Pritchett. Again, got to shore up that secondary if you're going to make it to the Super Bowl next year. You already got some other cool weapons in Malachi Corley. You got some interior defensive linemen in Ruka Rororo. One of the most fun names to say in the entire draft. Let's get that extra corner there. And then we'll go with another linebacker. Let's go Nathaniel Watson, a guy who had plenty of tackles over his career at Mississippi State, all around the field. I think that the Lions will like that as a late round flyer. So they got Kamari Lassiter round 1, maybe a little bit too early for Lassiter, but they do need some corner help. Ruka Rororo round 2, a defensive lineman who could add to that rotation to help the depth at the very least of the interior defensive line, but probably is going to help that starting spot as well. Malachi Corley, a guy who could run after the catch very well. I think could help this offense as well. Jaden Hicks at safety, helping at the back end of the defense. And then some depth picks here. Bo Limmer on the interior offensive line from Arkansas. Nehemiah Pritchett from Auburn. And then Nathaniel Watson from Mississippi State is a guy who I think can play special teams as well. So that's the Lions draft. Let me know what you think of the draft in the comments below. For now, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.